Kyle, you ready? We're ready. Everybody's okay?
Good? Yep. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Deputy Mayor Kaz Daughtry. I'm the Deputy Mayor for Public Safety. I'm joined here today by the Fire Commissioner Robert Tucker, the Chief of Department Joe Esposito from the Fire Department. Commissioner Tucker is going to go into the details. I just got a brief, and I'm going to have him update you guys in regards to what we're doing up here in the Bronx. But I just want to say one thing before I pass it over to Commissioner Tucker. When I was receiving a briefing from the leadership team from the fire department behind me, they told me that there was a vehicle that was blocking the fire hydrant from stopping the fire apparatus, from slowing down the fire apparatus from connecting to the hydrant because there was a illegally parked vehicle there. I'm asking all New Yorkers, please be mindful. Have a little compassion when you think about when you're parking in front of these fire hydrants, because look at this 5-alarm fire that started behind us. And we want our fire department to get there quickly, hook up to the hydrant, and start applying water to this fire. So please be mindful. Let's stop parking in front of the fire hydrants, because look at what could happen. Thank you. Commissioner Tucker?
Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. Robert Tucker, the New York City Fire Commissioner. We were called, FDNY was called to a fire in the restaurant behind us. Chief Esposito is going to give you the full details of our fire department operation. However, I want to reiterate what the Deputy Mayor just said. We are talking about parking on fire hydrants way too much these days. And while we didn't have a fatality here in this fire, a $4,000 summons was issued by a criminal court judge to the person who parked on a fire hydrant at a fatal fire here in the Bronx just a few weeks ago. We have issued another one of those summonses today, and we hope that the judge uses their discretion to fine the person parking on this fire hydrant like they did in the last instance. However, I appeal to all New Yorkers. Parking on fire hydrants slows our firefighters down from getting water on the fire. If you think that parking on a fire hydrant is a convenience, it's not. It's a recipe for death. We've already seen that twice now, once in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, and once in the Bronx. Please, please stop parking on fire hydrants. Those are not parking spaces. I want to commend all the firefighters that fought this fire, 5-alarm fire today. They did an amazing job, and Chief Esposito is going to explain the operation.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm John. We'll wait on the train.
Good.
Hey, good morning. I'm John Esposito. I'm the Chief of Department. Shortly after 8:21 this morning, we received a report of a fire in a restaurant at 2037 Jerome Avenue. When we arrived, the restaurant on Jerome, we had some fire and smoke in the restaurant. As we were extinguishing the fire, we continued to check the buildings and stores next door. Eventually found fire in that whole row of stores coming up West Burnside. We're at a 5th alarm. We have over 44 fire companies, over 200 fire and emergency medical service personnel on the scene. And as you can see behind me, we're continuing to fight the fire. At this point, we have no injuries, no civilian and no firefighter injuries at this time, and we expect to be out here for most of the day. The cause of the fire will be investigated by our Bureau of Fire Investigation, our fire marshals who are on the scene. And as the Commissioner and Deputy Mayor have said, the parking on the hydrant, our firefighters are very well trained. We will get water, but it does delay us and it does slow us down.
Thank you.
All right. How many businesses were impacted? It looks like it's 50.
So, how many?
Yeah, it's about 6 different businesses that have been severely damaged. It looks like 4 of them coming up West Burnside and 2 of them on Jerome.
Can you clarify what restaurant the fire started in?
We don't know exactly. We don't know that.
Right, so when we don't know exactly where the fire started yet. That'll be investigated. But we were in the restaurant on Jerome Avenue, and we had fire in there, but we had more fire as we progressively went up Burnside Avenue as we got into those stores.
What made it so difficult to get up?
The fire had significant headway on us. So to get our firefighters in there, right, most of the fire was in that cockloft space. Most of the fire was in the cockloft, which is the space between the ceiling and the roof. And because of renovations over the years, many of these buildings have multiple ceilings. It's a very time-consuming operation for our firefighters to get in there, pull the ceilings, expose the fire, and our engine companies to get in there and put water in there. And by then, the fire has significant headway, and then it's a very dangerous operation for our firefighters. And our chief officers made the decision to back out of the building, that we were not going to be able to get it from the inside.
Just to clarify, they were in which building? One was the optical center, and what time was the first arrival?
So we received the alarm at 8:21. In less than 4 minutes, we were on the scene. The original call was for 2037 Jerome Avenue. We were in the restaurant fighting the fire on Jerome Avenue. Then we were in the optical store on the corner and progressively made our way up Burnside before the fire got too much headway for us.
Do you have any idea how soon the train's not stopping here for understandable reasons?
So and thank you to our partners at the MTA. We had for a time asked them to stop and slow the train. And as you can see, the southbound train is going slow, and the northbound train is not affected at this time.
All right, anyone else?
I'm sorry, this is really hard to hear before. Can you just talk about why it's been so difficult again to fight this fire? What exactly was the difficulty in it?
So the great difficulty of this type of fire, these are very old buildings. They've been renovated numerous times. Generally, there are several ceiling levels. And when that fire is above the ceiling and under the roof, it's a space of about 3 to 4 feet deep. It's very difficult and time-consuming for our firefighters to open that up, to access that, so we can get water, put water in there to extinguish the fire. And it's just a wide open space, and the fire extends, and now we have significant risks to the firefighters of that ceiling collapsing while they're inside.
What's the technical term for that space?
A cockloft.
Okay, thank you guys.